Who are you?
I
Don't say it.
am Steve.
You know, in a world that's seemingly looking like it's going to be near its final legs, as so much chaos and destruction is going on, there's so much discourse, and everybody's in a state of mind to the point where anger and frustration is becoming the biggest things that are impacting our environment right now. There is one universal opinion that links everybody together and brings world peace. The Minecraft movie trailer looks a bit I just need to get this out of the way. This is all just going to be my opinion. I don't want any of my opinions to impact or inflict anybody's other opinions as well when it comes to this movie. After all, it's just a movie at the end of the day. So what I am going to be bringing to this video is just my opinions, my theories, my concepts, and everything in general on how I feel about this trailer. We good? We good. So, the Minecraft movie trailer looks a little awful. I know I'm already 2 weeks late into talking about it, and I should have already talked about it the hour that it released, because pretty much every content slot that exists on this platform that is bowing every night to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has already discussed it, but I'm still going to feed you all anyway, even if it is expired food.
There was about as much cheering for this as there was when I hit my last free throw in my high school basketball career. It was really only my parents.
If you even somehow remotely missed it, a few weeks ago, the first trailer for a Minecraft movie had released, and it looks to be a live-action 3D hybrid film where it's a bunch of random individuals going into this Minecraft environment and also come across as Steve and goes on a big journey, potentially to kill the Ender Dragon, just like in real Minecraft. And pretty much everybody agrees that the trailer looks horrible and there's potentially going to be no storyline going on. It looks like it's going to be all over the place, and it's universally hated as one of the worst trailers to come out and at this current year. In fact, what makes this even more sad is that the talks about a Minecraft movie in general, and I'm not just saying that in terms of the title, I mean the concept of a movie about Minecraft, has been in the talks since February of 2014, which was around the time that the last good update of Minecraft ever came out. Don't at me. It was during 2014 where Notch announced through Twitter before he really outdid himself, was that Mojang was in discussion with Warner Brothers about making a film about Minecraft. And no joke, for the next coming decade, we would not get any other extra information other than delayed release dates and the fact that both Jason Momoa and Jack Black was going to be in it. And that was kind of it. No news about what the story's going to be about, no news about what the visuals are going to be like, if they were going to 3D model it or just make it a live action 3D hybrid kind of thing. So we didn't really get any information about that until this first trailer came out. And while I could stand here and verbatimly say the same thing to all of you, instead, I wanted a different approach. And instead, for the next few weeks after watching the trailer, I wanted to gather my feelings and opinions about this trailer, potentially see a positive light on it, what could be done better with it, and try to make something out of it. And I'm not gonna say that the movie is gonna be good, because the movie is not even out yet. We just got one trailer of it, and it's not gonna come out until April of next year, so I will have to wait and see.
I am placing blocks in
Let's start off with the visuals of the film. So the film is going for a live-action 3D hybrid approach where we have these human characters being involved in an animated environment where the world is all in a 3D environment, and a lot of the mobs and enemies, they're all 3D animated, and potentially if villagers even appear in this film, they're going to be animated as well. A lot of people really do not like this approach because it looks like a generic Minecraft if it was real video, and even some people even had the guts to say that it was AI generated.
The whole movie's an AI generated green screen. Who are you paying $150 million?
But in my personal honest opinion, it actually doesn't even look that bad. And I'm not just saying that for shock value. No, I do genuinely think that the environments and even some mobs like the piglins don't even look that bad. In fact, the piglins actually get a pass for looking as ugly as they do. A lot of the criticism has just been garnered towards the mobs, like the sheep that we see at the beginning of the trailer and the llama that appears at the end of the trailer. One person went out of their way to actually do a Sonic movie-like redesign of what the sheep could potentially look like. And honestly, that does look looks so much better, and I pray to God Warner Brothers does something about it. And honestly, what they should have done was instead went for something similar to what another film by Warner Brothers that actually came out in February 2014 had done. The Lego Movie. That movie instead uses a 3D illusion stop motion look where it looks like it's done in stop motion, but instead it's actually all 3D modeled to the point where they even have like little details like scratches and finger smudges. And this is the kind of similar approach that they should have done for the Minecraft movie, where instead they used Mojang's engine of Minecraft to make the movie, or done something similar to Minecraft story mode where it's all animated in a similar engine. There's also plenty of fan animations reinterpreting what that would have looked like, and one specifically that I wanted to highlight was an artist by the name of Illumio. I hope I pronounced that name right, but their rendition of the Minecraft movie trailer looks phenomenal. It does look honestly a lot better, and I really wish that they went for something like this instead. But in my personal honest opinion, I don't think the idea of a 3D and live action hybrid is bad. I don't really think that that's bad, and hopefully we'll see something better come out when the film releases.
I am placing blocks in.
Speaking of the live action characters, let's discuss about them. So our 4 fellow human civilians that we see at the beginning of the trailer are 2 siblings who are played by Sebastian Hansen and Emma Myers, a retail estate woman who is friends with those 2, who is played by Danielle Brooks, and an 80s arcade machine owner who is played by Jason Momoa. So the main issue that a lot of people have with these characters is that they do look very out of place, especially with Jason Momoa. I know he's supposed to be an 80s person, but holy shit, his costume is so weird. But what a lot of people are worried about is them becoming potential trope proprietors. Like a lot of people talked about this one part of Jason Momoa's character having a creeper sneak up on him, and a lot of people were genuinely thinking that he could say something like, "He's right behind me, isn't he?" And then just explode like that. Like that is a little funny, but as far as I could tell, the only bits of dialogue that are really corny is Danielle's character going, "What the hell?" And another character that we're gonna talk about here in a second saying,
I'm Steve.
I also think personally that having such a diverse set of characters, like a real estate person, 2 siblings, and an 80s arcade owner being in this environment all at the same time isn't exactly a bad idea, because the whole Minecraft game is supposed to be for everybody. It's supposed to be just a general game that anybody can pick up and do whatever they want with it. And I like the fact that they're exaggerating that concept with such a diverse amount of characters, all with different backstories. And I wish that could have been expanded upon further, and I wish that maybe they could have done something like an open environment game where a lot of people just come in from different backgrounds. Like, I think that would have been cool. So I like where they were going with it. I do like what they are going to be doing with that. I just hope that they, expand upon that further when the film comes out. Now, I don't really have too much to say about these characters other than their origin story. And I found out a lot of this from a TikTok that was created by Greenlean TV. If you want to go check that out, I will put the link in the description below, because I will pull from his video later on. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was the music for this trailer. Wait, hold on. Why is my light off? Here, let me fix that. There, that's a lot better. But anyway, so the song that appears on the trailer is a cinematic rendition of the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour. And honestly, it's the only good thing to come out of the trailer. No, seriousness, I was really excited about the fact that they used that song, because Minecraft and the Beatles are like 2 separate pieces of entertainment. So seeing something that connects them together like that is really appreciative. And when I saw the trailer for this, since I am a part of the Beatles TikTok, because I've seen a lot of Beatles stuff on my TikTok feed, I've been getting a bunch of people talking about the fact that this song appears in the trailer, and I've even seen a bunch of adorable fan art that was done because of it. So congrats to the Warner Brothers team for doing that. I think you guys did a good job picking out that song. And it's also kind of interesting that they choose that song because the movie that song comes from, the actual Magical Mystery Tour movie, when that film first came out, a lot of people had criticism for it that are actually very similar to the criticism of a Minecraft movie, and that there was basically no plot that was going on in the entire film, and that it was just nothing but chaotic nonsense from the Fab Four. Another criticism that was levied towards that film that isn't really an issue now, but it is kind of something funny I want to bring up because of the era of its time. When that film first came out, one of the main advertising points was that it was a colorful, magical experience. It was meant to be seen in color, but because that film came out around the time when people were still transitioning into color televisions, a lot of people ended up seeing the film in black and white, and thus it sold poorly. I know that's nothing to do with the Minecraft movie because nobody watches black and white televisions anymore, but that's something I wanted to add.
I am placing blocks in
Alright, this is the one part I was actually going to be nervous about when it came to making this video. I'm going to tread on this very lightly. So the main protagonist that everybody knows about Minecraft, which is Steve, that's like the main character, that's just the default character that everybody knows about when it comes to Minecraft. He is going to be played by Jack Black, and there is both a lot of greatness and a lot of worry to be put upon this, and I don't want to talk about it too much, especially given what Jack Black is currently in right now. That's not my opinions or viewpoints on Jack as a person, and I don't want anybody trying to make any assumptions. This is just going to be my viewpoint about the choice of actor. That's all. I do think the concept of turning Steve into a goofball thanks to Jack Black isn't inherently a bad idea, considering what they're already doing with Steve in a lot of the Minecraft trailers. I think adding that sense of humor to this character actually makes a lot of sense given what everybody knows about Minecraft. Minecraft isn't supposed to be an overall serious survival game. I mean, yeah, you can play survival, but it's not supposed to be overly serious. It's cartoonish because everything is all square. I like the idea that they're trying to make things more of a characteristic thing, the fact that they chose Jack Black to be playing Steve. But at the same time, Jack might not be the best choice of actor for this, especially given that he, okay, let's be honest, doesn't really look anything like Steve other than the fact that he has a beard. Like, what was he even wearing in the trailer? Like, is that like a fucking shirt over a turtleneck with them having the same color? Like, what even is that?
I am placing blocks in
But now the last thing that I wanted to talk about when it comes to the Minecraft movie is the story. So the reason why a lot of these characters appear the way they are, why there are two siblings, why there's a real estate worker, and why there's an 80s arcade manager is that these characters are all able to travel into this Minecraft environment, and it's like a multi-traveling like environment. It's kind of odd. And Steve himself, Jack Black, is also a traveler from both the real world and the Minecraft world. And that TikTok that I mentioned earlier that talks about this specific concept mentions one thing that I really needed to talk about.
Oh, okay, so literally still no justification on why the characters are there to begin with. Well, I mean, yes? And I mean, icing on the cake, it's basically just a rip-off Jumanji. It's a rip-off Jumanji.
A ripoff of Jumanji. Now, I do see both viewpoints when it comes to this. One of those mainly being something that I was thinking about and I haven't really seen anybody talk about it, and the other I've seen a lot of people talk about. And the fact that it really shouldn't have been a Jumanji ripoff and that it should have been something interesting, like maybe an environment that's about both the creativity of Minecraft and the survival aspects of Minecraft, and have it be like one universe where everybody just jumps in at one point, just goes into it, and then do whatever they need to and potentially find a way out of it, which could be to slay the Ender Dragon. But at the same time, on the other hand, if you are just going to be saying that it is a Jumanji ripoff, you are not going to be opening yourself up to creative influences. If you're just going to be saying that everything is a ripoff of another thing, you're not opening yourself up to new concepts. It's kind of like what happened with Saints Row. When a lot of people were talking about Saints Row, and when there was a lot of eyes put onto it, a lot of people just said that it was a Grand Theft Auto ripoff, and it still gets that title to this day, despite the two being very different games. It's so ridiculous to me that, you know, you're just going to be labeling one thing as a ripoff, and if you're just going to be calling something a ripoff, then you're basically going to be calling everything ripoffs for your entire life. We all get influences from another thing, so Minecraft getting influences from Jumanji isn't inherently a terrible idea. I mean, it's a weird concept, and it's honestly so out of nowhere, but the fact that they went for that is kind of unique, and they're able to just do whatever they want with it. I'm not trying to defend the fact that they decided to go for the Jumanji approach. I'm just saying, if you're going to be calling it a Jumanji ripoff, you're not doing yourself a favor.
I am placing blocks in
But now the last thing that I wanted to discuss about was if this movie is even going to be good to begin with. I'm just going to say this. Probably. Maybe. I don't even know. The movie's not even out yet. This is just one trailer of potentially multiple trailers and multiple advertising points for this movie, and for the movie itself to even come out in April of next year. And I know that a trailer can make or break a film, but it can also show too much as well. When the trailer for Sing 2 came out, a lot of people said that it showed way too much, and basically you could just watch the movie through there. Well, I think for the case of a Minecraft movie, they didn't show enough. I think what they should have done was show off like the characters' origins first, show off where they came from, why they were able to come into this Minecraft world to begin with, instead of just starting off in the Minecraft world. It's so confusing. Like, that would be like if the trailer for the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water, which is very similar in weird concepts of people moving from one dimension to another. Imagine if the trailer for that film just straight up started off with them becoming these superhero characters, and that's it, and we just see 2 minutes of that, and not the 2D segments that we see for Sponge Out of Water. I think overall the biggest issue with this trailer was that it was very confusing. So hopefully we do see some better things out of it, and if you want me to end it on a note that I'd say a lot of people could agree on, just wait for the Michael movie to come out. It literally comes out 2 weeks after the Minecraft movie, so just go ahead and wait for that if you want a better experience, potentially. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the Minecraft movie trailer. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any other suggestions as to what I should discuss next, and if you have anything else that you want to submit to me, you can submit them all via all these social media links that'll be on screen right now and in the description below. And if you did enjoy this video, then be sure to hit the like button, and if you're new, the subscribe button and the notification bell, so that way you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. And if you want to support me even further, then you can go check me out via the merch store, and also a one-time donation via Ko-fi, which will be both in the description below. And also, what are your guys' thoughts on the Minecraft movie? What are your thoughts on the trailer, and what are your personal opinions on it? Let me know in the comments below. And with all that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
I am beast.